All right, so I've got another great psychic medium story for you. Last night I woke up at 3 a.m. on the dot. No reason for it. Just laying there, toss and turn a little bit. Decide to get up. Notice that it's 3:30 in the morning. Decide to go back to bed. And within a minute of laying down, I start hearing a beeping in the house. And of course, it's a fire alarm, a smoke alarm. Now, in our last house, smoke alarms would go off all the time in the middle of the night. And the more you would react to it, the more intense it would go off. And then you'd hear this fire in the home, fire in the home. It was very annoying. Anyways, so I would get up, start trying to figure out where it's coming from. And as I get up, I noticed my son's bedroom door was wide open. Well, he'd come into our room around midnight thinking he had a dream that we were taken from the house, that we were gone. He came in to see if we were there, and of course we were. So my husband got up, put him back to bed, shuts the door. I look over, see that it's wide open. Now, my son's bedroom door is right next to the door into our upstairs and the attic area where our guest room is. And so I look over, I see that that's open, close it, everything's okay. Beeping's not coming from there, not coming from anywhere else that I can discern. But I realize as I'm closing his door, it's coming from the third floor. Our third floor tends to be a little active. It feels great when you're up there. Like I can always tell there's stuff up there, but you can get a really peaceful night of sleep, which is strange. But so I thought I'm not doing anything about this because thinking back to our last house, I'm not going to react to this. I'm going to lay back down. So I lay down. Well, whatever's in the house doesn't like that. So it starts banging upstairs. Just an occasional bang, but still, one over here, one over there, one behind this wall, then in our bedroom, and making cracking noises. Sounds like the house is about to break apart. And I just called in the archangels, called in the blue light, did some work, and it took an hour. But an hour later, everything stopped. So clearly today I'm going to be smudging the house. I don't know if anything like that has ever happened to you, if they mess with your fire alarms. It's not spirit, it's something else. And it's disruptive, which sucks. However, I still love paranormal. Like, as disruptive as it is, it's been a part of my life always. And so I still love it, even though it's annoying. And I have to smudge a lot. But what has happened to you? Do you have any great stories? Because if you do, I would love to hear about them. So please drop them below and let me know about your paranormal experiences. Hopefully, we'll all get a good, restful night of sleep tonight. So keep your fingers crossed for us, please. Okay, this is an update from the post. I did not smudge immediately after that video. I instead got ready for work, started my day, and that evening, after making dinner, I was upstairs. So was my son, and my husband was downstairs just cleaning everything up. And our fire alarm started to go off downstairs. There was nothing cooking, there was nothing on, but it started with the whole fire in the house bit again. And so I went downstairs along with my son, and my husband's like, I didn't do anything. I'm just cleaning up, And I walked over and it stopped. It just completely turned itself off. And I ended up doing a really thick smudge on the house. And so things have been more calm, still a little bit active. You'll see another post from me about that in the next day or two. But yeah, it's interesting. I know that I have had other people talk to me about fire alarms going off, but I'm curious if you've ever had that happen. This all really started, the whole fire alarm thing, after I did a smudge of a house in San Antonio, and I really didn't want to do it. The family was very desperate, and it has been years since I did it, and ever since then, that's when the more disruptive behavior started. So I don't consider that I have an attachment. However, there's definitely something that has chosen to follow me. and to keep me on its radar. And so smudging is a routine part of my life, and it's not just to raise the frequency, but it's for protective reasons. And I had to pull out more stops and get the salt out and start placing protective objects in different places around the house. And so people love paranormal, and again, I love it too. But some of this stuff is just intense, and I think anybody who's really interested in it and intrigued by all the stuff, just know what you're getting into.